Hey, I'm Kev Scott. Welcome back to SRX, the game where we finally reached the SRX in Season 7. Just took us a couple of seasons in the models, and it got very close at the end, but we've made it. So it is time to see what we can do. As we have the exact same schedule as we have in... Oh my god, look how much money there is on board there. But we've got the exact same... Oh wow, we don't have to do any upgrades at all. Jeez. Alright. We like this, but we've got the exact same schedule as they do in real life. So we begin at Stafford Motor Speedway in Connecticut, the half-mile oval. And it's on to Knoxville Raceway. We're very familiar with that oval in Ireland, another half-miler. And then we've got Eldora in Ohio, another half-miler. And then Lucas Oil, not a half-miler. 7/10 of a mile oval in Indiana. And then we've got Slinger Speedway, where they raced last night. Recording is the day after this round in Wisconsin. Just a quarter-mile oval, but fantastic fun. High banking as well. Fastest quarter-mile oval in the world. And we end with the showcase Nashville Fairgrounds at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. 3/5 of a mile oval in Tennessee. And it's going to be fantastic because we've got Bill Elliott, who normally drives in this series, but his son Chase Elliott, who's a NASCAR champion, he's going to be driving that race as well. So it's going to be interesting to see Father V's son in that race. But here we go then. Let's head to Connecticut. Here we are in the race. Straight to the race. Let's start first out of 12 cars, because it is heat 1. So we've got 4 minutes here. But after seeing the races round here in real life, like the first round, this track is so differently modeled for some reason. I don't know what Monster Games was going off when modeling this, but yeah, the aprons in particular, and the track in general, and no, it just looks all wrong. Now, they do have this track in iRace, and iRacing version is much better. But yeah, it's just a bit weird seeing this, as I guess we were quickest in practice as well. He did like 1 lap in practice. I guess we're right at the top. And I guess we're being the guest driver as well. Not being a home hero. And of course, you've got the 10 regulars. Well, 9 or 10 or 11 regulars. Because Tony Kanana and Hayley Deegan are like sharing the seat. And last night in the Slinger Showdown, 150 laps of that place. And it was a very entertaining 150 laps as well. Like, there definitely is a pantomime villain in SRX. I think he's been it his whole career. And that is Paul Tracy, the 2003 kart champion, the guy who finished second in 2002 Indy 500. He basically made a career with the thrill from West Steel of getting into fights with drivers, and just, especially late in his career, like he was... When I started watching like Champ Cars, it was known then, like 2003, 4. I swear almost like every other race was getting into a fight with someone, with like Sebastian Bourdais or Alex Aguiardi or Boyle Servet. Like, he was just going up the pit lane, particularly with Sebastian Bourdais. Like, they had like quite a few confrontations with each other, because Bourdais was like the king of Champ Car before it folded. And Tracy was the last champion in Champ Car before Bourdais came along. And so, yeah, they got into some good tussles. But yeah, Tracy has got into quite a few tussles with the drivers in the SRX as well. Like, he's had a war of words of like Michael Waldshot with Ernie Francis Jr., which actually showed last night as well. Like in the heats, he actually got into Ernie Francis Jr. And like, Ernie Francis Jr. got into him. Then he got into Ernie Francis Jr. under yellow. Just drove by, just hit him. And then on the restart, it turned out he actually cut one of his tyres. So, good job, Tracy. Taking yourself out there. As I have no idea where the rest of the field is. I can see it is us two at the front here together, and then I don't see anyone else. Yeah, Paul Tracy not very good at payback in the heat. In the main event, no. He got only Francis Jr. good. But then Hayley Deegan got him really good. Like, she wrecked him, and then that kind of got half the field. Like, she did a very good takedown. Has got 2 to go. So white flag coming up now. Oh, we're going so quick. We're almost within lapping range. Like, we're a few seconds back, aren't we? We've done a good job holding off whoever's behind us. Got a bit deep into the final corner. Across the lines to win our first SRX race. 1 for 1. Let's retire there, shall we? As we beat TK. Or Tony Stewart, shall I say. TK down in 9th. Waltrop in last behind Paul Tracy. Oh, yeah, it looks like we're going to be like guest driver because you see the hometown hero, Doug Kobe there. You won in real life as well round there. Oh, that was an awesome start to the season with him winning Stafford. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see that we're basically taking up the Greg Biffle role as he was the guest driver last night. Oh, God. As I remember, combined... Oh, no, they changed it, didn't they? They made it this race like the starting grid, didn't they? Oh, no, we hit Tony Stewart. We hit the boss man. You can't be hitting the boss man, can we? Can't be allowed back. The second round as you try and get down the inside of Halo. This progressive machine. Not very progressive there off the corner, was it? Once again, to give Tony Stewart a bit of a bump and run. Like he used to do in NASCAR quite a lot. Albeit gone a bit high. Get that inside line away. We're ploughing through the field now. In the top 5. Oh, made that 4th. That was very easy, wasn't it? As now we're on the back of... Hey, here's TK. Here we go. Into the outside of the 48. Into the inside. Oh, he's holding on as they're trying to get by second, who's in very slow. That's the number 10. Trying to see who that is. Oh, it's O'Meara. Kobe. So the leader's getting away. That's probably like Labonte. For some reason, Labonte's very good in this. It was very good last on its Slinger. Like, that was the first race this season where, you know, it's really good, Bobby Labonte. Always a good interview as well. Like, he's definitely one of my favourite drivers to be interviewed. Yeah, last night, yeah, Paul Tracy made enemies of everyone. And then, yeah, Deegan took him down. I think she finished top 5 in the race in the end. And then after the race, apparently PT, Paul Tracy was trying to hunt her down in the paddock. I mean, she is pretty short. She could probably hide from him pretty well. Like, you can probably... Paul Tracy's a big guy. He's very noticeable. Like, in him marching down pit lane with a bit of anger. So behind the 18, which I believe is the Bonte. But the big story last night, hometown hero, was pretty damn good. Finished second ahead of Tony Stewart. But winning it all was Marco Andretti. And it was a brilliant day for the Andretti family. Like, Mayo's at the Festival of Speed. He got to drove his hero. Berto Ascari, his Ferrari for 19... Oh, I can't remember now. 51 or 52. Got to drive his hero's Ferrari. And then Michael Andretti, who outshined BMW Andretti in Formula E. Well, they won the race in New York City. They won the E-Prix with Maxi Gunter. And then Marco wins in the SRX. What a day for the Andrettis. No curse at all. Fan yesterday, but yeah, Marco was superb all night long. Like, he was on it. And then like in his last few years in IndyCar, like he was just kind of running around the back. He wasn't really there, shall we say. Apart from that pole at the Indy 500, like he wasn't was a major part of proceedings. But man, on a short oval, I think we found what Marco should be driving all along. Should be on the short ovals with tin tops as well. Like he's thought about probably doing some NASCAR races, like fantasy races later this year. Like I would love to see Marco in NASCAR. Like I would love to see that. As yeah, the Bonte did beat us ahead of Stewart, and then we got Bill Ayer with a great top 5 ahead of Kobe. DK dropped to 7 ahead of Lenny Francis Jr. Was it really to ribs? Marco Andretti in 10th as we do start second behind the Bonte. Right, here we go. Main event. I believe this is revised length, isn't it? Like with real life. As he gets a superb jump on the Bonte. Yeah, 25 laps. As the Bonte outbrakes himself. Oh, who's down our inside now? It's Stewart. Must have had a good ride for the Bonte as the co-founder of SRX these way. Yeah, but Tony Stewart has been really good in these cars. I think he's leading the standings overall as well in real life. But yeah, Marco Andretti, he's been like a revelation. It feels like in this series. Like as I said, I'm not sure he was like ever really good at IndyCar. Like maybe his first couple of his first season, like he was really good fighting for the Indy 500 win and losing it by like 400 meters in the end to Sam Ornish Jr. Like in 2006, he won his first race at Sonoma as well that season, I believe. We thought, oh god, like this Andretti on the block, he looks really good. And then it just, I don't know, for some reason in the second season it never worked out, and for a couple of seasons he was just struggling to get consistency. He did win another race though in 2011, I think it was at Iowa, if I remember right. But then IndyCar changed cars, and Marco, he did get better. Like the DW12, like he finished top 5 in the championship, I believe in, it was about the same time Graham Rahal like suddenly clicking IndyCar as well. It must have been like 2013 or 14. But since we've gone to like the Universal Aero kit since 2018 with the IR18, he's just not been there. Like he's really struggled to even get top 10s regularly. Like he got like 1 or 2 a season last couple of seasons. And so, well, it was a bit of a shock seeing him like step back full time from IndyCar. Like maybe for Marco wasn't too unexpected. Like he does part own his entry now. Maybe it was time for him to not exactly fly the nest, but try something different. And I think SRX has been very good for him. Like as I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next. Like maybe IndyCar wasn't his series in the end. Maybe it should have been, or he should have left a bit sooner, like a few years sooner. Like he should have gone somewhere else. Then no, he wouldn't have got the Indy 500 pole. Plus, we never would have known it would have been Marco's year. You know, that question would have never been answered. But yeah, it could be Marco's year. And whatever he races in next season, like I remember in his younger days as well, after that brilliant season in his brilliant rookie season in IndyCar, I remember he was like an F1 tester for Honda. Like he tried out their car. He drove in A1 GP for Team USA as well, even though he wasn't a great road racer. Admittedly, he was much better on ovals. Even though, as I said, he did win at Sonoma. But he's definitely more around for his oval pace. Hey, maybe that was a clue that he should have been, you know, in NASCAR wherever he ends up a bit sooner. But yeah, he's not just here in like Slinger where he's, or you know, the last round in Slinger where he's been good. He like a couple of races ago, he made it 3-1 in the final corner, took the lead at Eldora, I think it was. With an absolutely probably the best move of the series so far of this season. It's such a shame it's ending with Nashville. Like, it's just gotten going, it feels like. It's been good fun, even though I'm in the UK. Staying up till like 2, 3 in the morning watching it. Like, it's been awesome to watch it. I'm actually going to miss it a bit. Even though it means I sleep till like midday on Sundays now, but yeah, it's been awesome watching as like Marco be really good. Tony Stewart's, of course, pretty good in his theories, as you would expect. Also seeing like Lady Deegan, even though I'm not, you know, the biggest fan of her. Like, I don't really follow NASCAR trucks anyway in the series who races him, but he's been pretty good when she's showing up. Of course, watching Paul Tracy wreck everyone at every round, that was actually a stat last night as well, which was pretty funny. Because then they had the stat, like, he crashed in all 5 rounds. Like, oh, that's very good stat for Paul Tracy. But yeah, seeing him in Really T Ribs as well race, even though he's like in his mid-60s. That's pretty awesome. Michael Waltrip as well, who again is always a good interview. Pretty entertaining. Watching Bill Elliott as well. And Ernie Francis Jr., who surprised me as well. He won in... It wasn't Eldora, it's the round after, wasn't it? 4th round he won. The one I've actually not watched all the way. I've only watched like the highlights in the end. But he won that. Like, Ernie Francis Jr. surprised me. I'd love to see him do some more oval racing. Or racing other series other than Trans Am, which you can watch on YouTube, I believe. I think I've subscribed to the Trans Am channel. I should know, shouldn't I? But there it is, Willie T in front. Yeah, I'd love to see him like racing other series as well. Yeah, just having there's a pretty good mixture of drivers, like NASCAR legends, Indy cars with, you know, TK and Heyo. Heyo in particular has been pretty good fun. Like, he's been competitive at quite a few races. He was top 5. I didn't even realise he was in the race. He was top 5 last night. I didn't realise he was really in the race until he wrecked near the end. Oh yeah, Halo's in this. He's been very quiet. So we've been very quiet at the front as well. On our way to victory in the SRX. 1 from 1. Not bad at all, is it? As he beats Stewart. There's Hayo. The Bonte drops off over the Bill Elliott. Oh, and the hometown heroes as well, such as Doug winning the first run. Like, they've been pretty good fun. You know, putting them in the mix, like Cody Swanson as well. I'm trying to think of all the names now. As all drops last. So there we go then. A win in Stafford. Can't ask for much more gain even the first race. As the points, 48-43. Oh, yeah, it's combines of heat and the main event, isn't it? As good earnings, even though it doesn't really matter now. They're at the top tier. So you go. First victory. Oh, look at that. Money and expenses now. So I say it's a provided repairs. So just like in real life where the cars are maintained by everyone's like company, that seems to be what's happening here as well. That's pretty good. It's because these joins SRX fans decided to see elusive compete in SRX. A bit late. Where's the one about me winning? All right. Next up after Stafford, it is Knoxville. So here we are at the sprint car capital of the world. Behind Tony Stewart, starting 8th. Not our best practice time. It's got the 4-minute heats first up. As everyone sliding down the inside, there goes to the Bonte. Everyone really sliding in front. But yeah, it's been a great mix of drivers. Like having Chase A as well for Nashville, that's a big get for SRX. Racing against his father. Oh, no, there goes Stewart. Oh, no. Did a PT, didn't I? I did a full racing there. Damn it. But yeah, I can't wait to see what area it does. Like I said, Hayley Deegan's been pretty good when she's dropped in, so I expect Chase to be right at the front. Maybe if Raimi races harder on track as well, that'd be pretty cool as you drop to last. Look at that, everyone going sideways in front. That's awesome. It's all, hello. Getting into someone. So we slide up into ninth or not. It comes straight on our inside. Has got Marco in front. Look at the devil. Got Tony Shirt just sliding down the inside of cars. But we're trying to go around the outside. We're making it difficult on ourselves. There we're sliding in front. Who's in front of this? Oh, Willie T. Oh no. I was stuck in a 3 wide there. I mean, I couldn't. Kind of got stuck there, unfortunately. So tip there, yet to last. Oh, here we go. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the finale. It's just been a fun series to follow these 6 weeks. Or coming up to 6 weeks. As we make it 3 wide again, we have not learned our lesson, have we? Oh my god, TK. Sliding too much. Oh my god, big crash in front. That wasn't us. That wasn't me for once, alright? Oh, Scotty, the hometown hero. Lundqvist. Taken down. Like, I'm very excited to see what they do next year. If they had more races, or if they keep the same schedule. How many drivers will come back as well. And if they change the format at all, like they have changed it a bit. They made them a bit shorter. Oh, someone else is down. Because of instances like this, which happened at Stafford, like they got a few cautions. It just felt, oh, it's going on forever, isn't it? It's all Hayo v Tony Stewart in front. That could be feisty. Yeah, it's good to see that they were able to change that. I was in the race temp is almost like perfect now. Oh, hello, who's that on our inside? I think that's hometown hero, is it? Are they getting past Stewart for second? Oh my god, on the outside of Tony Stewart, that's not a place you want to be normally. Does he try and make it work? Oh my god, it's working. Go, go, go. Oh, second, why are you going too sideways? Oh my god, this is just a freaking heat race. Oh, camera tap. There's the hometown hero in front. Like, I love the hometown heroes thing. That's really cool. Yeah, I wonder if they had more tracks. They get like a 7 or 8 race series next year. Now, I imagine some of the cars are pretty knackered now. Especially the ones that Paul Tracy has driven. As I said, they've been in it. They've been through a lot, shall we say, those cars. So it's going on to, I believe, the penultimate. No, it's not penultimate. That's next up. And up to second, though. You get a bit two siders in the pack, as you've seen, but no, it was a pretty good race. We made the outside line work, which is something I couldn't dream in, like the late model or Sprint 305 round here. Like, as it is, final lap time. Got a bit of a gap behind us to try and chase down the leader. I don't think we're going to catch them in time. Definitely have caught up though. So like half a second back. We'll take that though, as Hayo wins. Finish it behind us, then Scotty. Was it Michael Waltrip in round out top 5? Oh, TK in last. We go straight to Heat 2. So we start in 11th. Are we good? So we've finished second, is it? I was TK leading us off then for another 4 lap heat race. But yeah, I wonder if consideration for next season for SRX is having more like side events. Oh, they had the Silver Crown at... Why am I blanking on the circuit name? 4th round. The one with Cody. Was that Eldora? I think that was Eldora, wasn't it? They had like the Silver Crown there. I wonder if they have that for more events, or like the sprint cars, or the late models. Like, just have something else going on. Which is not so much a thing for SRX, but yeah, just have something more there for the fans. Because like, they got like a, I believe like 2-hour time slot, don't they? As well. So fitting in like 3 races seems to be pretty good for them. Seems to be working well with CBS. I love the in-car like microphones things they do. Like in race. Like Hinchdown and... Tony Stewart did it last night. I tried to do it with Paul Tracy. Paul Tracy didn't answer for some reason. He's busy wrecking people, I think. To answer his fellow Canadian. But yeah, I love... And Beswick as well as the lead commentator. Like, he was okay at IndyCar. He's much more a better like NASCAR commentator, I feel. But yeah, he's been really good as the lead commentator, and having like James Hinchcliffe alongside him like he did last night has been brilliant. Like, I think Hinchcliffe might be a better commentator than driver. Don't put it out loud, but he has been superb in the booth. Even though he is a great driver as well. Like, he's just a natural being a co-commentator. But like was it late Dan Weldon as well? He's like getting really good at that as well. And then, yeah, apart from Hinchcliffe, you had, what, Deo Franchitti, who was pretty good. Danica Patrick. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it was okay. Like, I think she's just okay in general. Like, whether she does, like, commentating or, like, does the Indy 500, for example. Oh, she's okay. Maybe she get better. Maybe she, you know, more she does it. Gonna be a couple years. Yeah, I like that kind of rotation on the commentary box. I wonder if they showcase more hometown drivers maybe in the commentary box. Or if they stick to having, you know, more established, like, ex-drivers or current drivers in the box. Alongside Beswick. Yeah, it all fits nicely into the 2-hour window on CBS. Seems like they get good viewing figures. I remember the viewing figures for, I think it was the first race at Stafford, was more than IndyCar, F1. It was basically more than everything apart from NASCAR. Which is pretty damn good for a new series. I know it's like prime time on a Saturday, which helps it compared to, you know, IndyCar and F1 in particular. Like, F1 was like morning, depending on where you live in America. Even though F1 has been getting better viewing figures this year as well in America. And IndyCar as well. IndyCar just coming off its best viewing figures for a non-Indy 500 race ever, I think. An NBC, which is pretty damn cool. So yeah, we beat Heyo, Tony Stewart, Michael Waltrip ahead of Scotty. Oh, Mark, what are you doing down in the last, buddy? You need to amend this monster games. Marco's not that bad at this. So here we go, the main event time, starting from first. Let's see if we drive away from everyone, if it'll be a bit harder. Might need to change the difficulty after this, if it is a bit too easy. There you go, 25 laps of fury. So power way into the lead. For a bit wide, but then we're going to get the drive of the corner, we know that. But I do quite like these cars on the dirt. Yeah, in general, this SRX, pretty damn good first season. But, you know, I haven't seen the finale yet, but I think it's kind of delivered on all fronts, really. Cars have been pretty good. Even though they take a battering. Oh, there was a few issues for Bill Area, and the first couple of races was a bit of a shame. But apart from that, like, the cars have been pretty damn good. And yeah, as I said, the mix of drivers has been pretty nice. I wonder if they, you know, with how popular Deegan's been, if they're bringing more current drivers, or if it'd be a bit more older drivers still, or former drivers. That is something that, you know, they've got to consider for next season. I have like seen like Greg Biffle and Scott Speed just pop up for a couple of races and being like, "Hey, how you doing?" I wonder if they have like, I don't know, like a Jeff Burton, for example, like pop up. A former NASCAR driver who's pretty popular. Or like a Clint Boyer. I know, again, he's a NASCAR commentator now. He's just recently retired from NASCAR, but he's immensely popular. He'd be pretty awesome in this. But yeah, it can only get better, like the field of drivers, as in like more competitive maybe. Even though they're pretty damn competitive at the moment, like you do see like Tony Stewart maybe being up there every week, along with like the hometown heroes. Ayo's been pretty strong as well. Paul Tracy, when he hasn't wrecked people, has actually been pretty good at this as well. So yeah, you definitely see a contingent at the front. Marco, as I said, too. And then the other drivers that tend to hang around more towards the back, shall we say. But yeah, I was thinking in general it's been pretty just what you want really from a kind of like fun, almost mini series, mini championship, like just a bunch of guys having fun in spec cars, spec everything on short tracks. What more could you want, really, with Saturday night fun? If you'd have short tracks and just racing in general, like good racing. That's kind of what I maybe respect more. Like, as I'm getting older, maybe I respect more from series. As I respect more from series, like that current fan, like, oh, something must be happening every lap, otherwise it's boring. I definitely seem to be turning like that. I'm not sure if that's a product of just me, my taste evolving, or how series are kind of being regulated. You know, oh god, we took someone out. Who was that? Oh no, we took out Paul Tracy. Oh no. What a shame. But yeah, it definitely seems to be like I appreciate series have actually not, and that's the way motorsports in general's going. Like, you see how tight regulations are, for example, on F1, on NASCAR, on IndyCar, on almost basically every motorsport series, just to try and add an entertaining factor, like be entertaining. It's definitely maybe as much sport as there used to be, but entertainment is definitely at the forefront. Some series more than others. And yeah, I was thinking, yeah, just seeing how competitive it is in SRX, like how good the racing was, that's what I crave in series now. I'm not sure if that's just a changing trend as well in motorsport fans, like with the way that sport is portrayed in like media, with like Drive to Survive as well, like they expect action, you know, you expect close battles, you expect close championships. And that's what we're seeing in like Formula E. It's perhaps the most competitive series that are going around in motorsports. Like 20 points separate the top 14 drivers in that series with like 5 rounds remaining. It is ridiculously close in Formula E. You can't ask for anything more competitive than that. For something that's as racy as that as well, they've basically got electric go-karts going around like street circuits with not much grip. And it provides some great racing as well. Like in yesterday's race in the New York E-Prix, which Gunter won, at one point with like 5 minutes remaining, the top 8 were in a line. It was ridiculously close at the front. Had some good battling as well. It wasn't the most like action-packed Formula E race of all time. Like it was ridiculously one of the closest ever. And yeah, we had a great battle for the win between like Gunter, Nick Cassidy for Vision Virgin, and Ronette Verne, the 2-time Formula E champ for DS Cheetah. Like it was just great. Lucas Degrassi for Audi as well. Audi at Kefler. So yeah, and in Formula E, you've had 9 winners in 10 races. You've had 19 drivers on the podium. That's almost the whole freaking field. So yeah, if you want competitive series, good racing, just like SRX, Formula E is perhaps the closest thing to it. I know it's, you know, I said on street circuits rather than short ovals, but hey, we won ahead of Tony Stewart and hello, Cassie Neves. Marker up there as well. Not too bad. Or down there, should I say. Here we go then. 2 from 2 in the SRX. As, yeah, we might need to change up the difficulty for next race, as from the main event at least, as you can see, points-wise, not the right order, but main event, ahead of Stewart, but Stewart got 1 less point than A. So in the championship, we lead by 11 points ahead of Stewart. You've got Cassia Neves, the Bonzi, Bill Ayer ahead of Ernie Francis Jr., Michael Chup, DK, Willie T. Ribs, that's Scott, Scotty, Doug, Paul Tracy, Marco Andretti, and we've got Greg Biffle, Brian Brown, Cody Swanson, Bobby Santos the third. Sitting a winner, so they still don't have... Oh god, I already forgot his name from last night. Got Scott Speed as well. And then we've got all the other drivers that are available, seems like, in this game. Yeah, we're liking SRX, aren't we? Pretty nice not having to spend money to upgrade and all that. So we definitely smashed the sponsor goal. So we're up to a 2-star team. So fan count through the roof. Is that what we're going to be looking at? Fan count, I'm guessing. I know we got the wins. Fan count up to 17k. As complaints raised over Lucy's victory, multiple drivers are demanding that Kevin Lucy be stripped of their win. And that's all due to the reckless driving. That's Paul Tracy, isn't it? He's been up and down the paddock, hasn't he? Spreading rumours. Just because he gave him a little tap doesn't mean wrecked everyone, alright? I did rush out of Knoxville pretty quick though after the race. I think after that, as next up is Eldor, the halfway mark of the season. As I was saying, we're keeping it at 2 races each. It's quite long these weekends. But yeah, it's nice doing auto repairs as well for us. We don't have to worry about that. So yeah, next time, if I go back... Oh no, we can do here. Career options. We're going to turn it up to expert, I think. That will be the level. Even though it is Eldor, and that's been our bogey track in the past in every series we've raced in. This feels just like an SRX championship, not really part of career mode. So let's see if as you can see, almost flat out for a dirt oval mid-bank in this side. So yeah, it should be flat out in these cars. If it will be pretty good for us next time as we head to Eldora. And then we head to the 4th round at Lucas Oil Raceway. That's the track I keep forgetting about. Lucas Oil Raceway. The 4th race. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the SRX. And us going for the title. And my little rant about the SRX and how good it is in its first season. If you've been watching the SRX, let me know what you've thought about it down below. But thanks for watching. And I will see you all next time.